set your back. Okay, please let all mute our mic. So if we are not saying anything, please let mute our mic. I'll be sharing my screen now. Okay, I'm sharing my screen and I want to log into my Odoo account. Yes, I think this is where we stopped yesterday. So I believe we all have access to our dashboard or to our ERP. So this is where we are going to start today, and we'll be using this training guide that I have sent to the group. Hope you can see my screen.
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So yesterday we were able to do some of the basic configuration in Odoo accounting modules. So we are able to set our company with necessary details, set up our chart of accounts, and the fiscal periods. We also set some of the taxes that we deem that our company will be liable to as far as Nigerian tax environment is concerned. So today we will be practicing with some transactions. And based on our training guide, so one of the things that we have to do today is to introduce the capital to our business. So for any business, when you want to start it, so the first thing that you need to do is to introduce your capital in form of cash or equipment or both. So you have to introduce your capital. So and we assume that everything that we are doing, because this thing is something that is kind of real, because we are using a cloud-based accounting. So unless we are backdating it, but everything it will follow us, as today is 6th of January on the system too. The system also know that today is a 6th of January. Every transaction that we are going to post, it's going to be reflect today's date. So unless we try to backdate it, yes, and we can backdate it. So if we want to, maybe we are posting today, we can say it is January 1st. We can even backdate it to December. So, but in this our training, we don't really need to do that, because it is not that we are setting the actual company data. So it's just for the knowledge sake and for us to be using the system. So we are going to start by introduce our capital to the company. So, and you can see, so the owner of the company has introduced 10 million to the company through the bank transfer. So we are going to go to our, ERP system and introduce our capital. So I'm coming to my dashboard. So if you can see my dashboard, it is taking some time before it will show the dashboard because of my network. So if you are following me, you may have seen your own dashboard. Let me try to change my, okay. Please, I believe you can see my screen.
Yes.
All right. Okay. My dashboard has loaded finally. So I'm going to introduce the 10 million capital. Now, since the money is coming from the owner of the business, or let's say directly from me, so I don't want to create a customers or vendors. So what I will use is just a journal to pass the money. So, and in some cases, so the journal is very useful in accounting ERP, especially maybe you are managing a company that you cannot be entering transaction daily as when it's occurred. Maybe it just periodically, maybe weekly or monthly, you are getting your bank statement and you want to like update your transactions. So it is more efficient if you can just directly use journal to pass your transaction. So this one I'm going to use my journal. If I go to under my accounting, and under accounting tab, I'm going to select journal entry. I'm going to select journal entry. Two is loading. I don't know. My network used to be good all the day out, but immediately it's time to start this class. Or is it because many of us accessing the Odoo at the same time? I don't think that is the problem. So now it has shown me to my journal entry. You can see where I get to my journal entry. From accounting, I select journal entry. Then now I'm going to click on new. I don't have any new journal entry, any journal entry before. I'm click on new journal entry.
So it's not showing from this end.
Okay, let me check. I think I'm still sharing my.
It may be your network. It may show you can't see
All
the
right.
screen.
So because I can see it here, although my network too is not that fast, but
I see it as well.
yes,
Maybe he should just refresh his whole system.
yes, you can refresh at your own hand. Okay. So this is our journal entry. We want to pass a journal. If you have as many transactions, you can pass it here. It's the same journal entry that you know. So now you will come to under accounts. So which accounts that I'm passing the journal entry? So when you click on hard line, you click on your accounts. So I need two accounts to introduce my capital. I need the bank because I'm going to send the money to the company bank account, and also the owner's equity as the provider of the capital. So we assume that this money is coming to Access Bank. I'll click on Access Bank. So the partner will show you all the people, either your suppliers or your customers or any other person that related to the company. So if I assume that I'm the owner, I can write my name. And it is not necessary. The partner, when you are passing the journal, so the partner tab is not a required option. If you put it, it is good. And if you don't put it, there is no problem. So the partner now, I'm going to assume you can type your name. If you type anything, so it will accept it from you. You can use your name as the partner. So, and the label just mean like a descriptions. Some accounting ERP, they will call it description. So here too, if you see label, so it is as well mean a descriptions. So I can just write owner equity. And how much is the money that I want to introduce? Is 10 million. So bank is the receiver. We are debiting the bank by 10 million. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 10 million. So I'm adding. You can see automatically it's showing me that I should select the account that I want to credit. So I will credit my capital account. So if you cannot see it on the list that it has shown you, you can click on search more. So I click on search more. So when I click on search more, you show me all my chart of accounts that we have created. So yeah, you can see my capital here. This is my capital. So, and if the account, let's say maybe you have deactivated all this chart of accounts, you are starting afresh. So the account that you want to credit or debit, it is not on your chart of account before. It is very simple. The ERP has made everything convenient for us. You can just come on create new. So you can create another account. We did it yesterday. I can call it owners owner equity. The code, I know the code starts from 300 something. I want to write 3. You can give it code based on your account type. You will select. We have asset, we have liability, we have equity. I call it equity. So it is not taxable accounts. So the transaction in this account is not taxed. You will just save, but I will not save because I have capital and I will use capital that has already created. So I just show you in case the account that you need, it is not on your chart of accounts before, how you can quickly create that account when you are passing your journal. So I go back to search more. Then I'm going to select my capital accounts. Now you can see owner current account, but this owner's current account is for uh, maybe you borrow the owner borrows no the company borrow its owner some funds because this one is receivable to the company. So that is by the way. So I will select my capital, which is equity. So I have selected my capital. Access Bank receive the money. I debit my bank and credit my. Then I click on post. You can see the reference to enter reference. So if you have a predefined or your preference or preferred reference, you can write it. But if you don't write anything, the system will automatically, you can see now, it has already created the reference for us, and this is the first transaction. So I click on post. So you can see now this transaction has been posted, and this is the reference that has created for me. You can see the dates of the transactions here. And if you don't want this transaction again, you can reset it to draft. You can reverse it immediately. At any time, maybe you want to edit it, you can come to your journal under your review. You will see your journal item. This is my review. If I click on my journal item here, so you can see the journal that I have passed. And anyone, if I select my actions, so I can reconcile, I can change the journal that I have created. So we can check this under our reporting, what we have just done. So it is something that is going to affect our balance sheet. I click on balance sheet. So I want to see, so you can see back and cash balances, order my balance sheet. So we have that 10 million. If I expand it, it will show me it is Access Bank that have that money. You don't have any liability here, and you can see other owners equity too. You can see that our capital is 10 million. This is what we have. Now, tomorrow when we are dealing with tax returns and reporting, we'll be doing a lot here. Like all your amount that is doesn't have value. Where is it? Hide all the zero line. So you can hide all the transactions. So there are many customization here too as well. So let me go back to my dashboard. I think my network is a bit faster now. And what we have just done now, we have introduced this 10 million to the company account. So that is the first thing. Please, okay, I know some people are waiting. Let me admit them. And if you have questions, please just be noting it down. We don't have much time here. I don't want us to spend too long the way we spent time yesterday. And by the way, please let's check our WhatsApp group. I said yesterday there will be attendance. So I will drop the link for your attendance. Kindly fill it. So after like maybe like 15 minutes, so I'm going to turn off the form. So I believe anyone that is not able to fill the form, that means that person is not currently present in our class. So let me drop the let me
I can't
drop
see
the
your screen.
attendance.
Anybody seeing his screen?
Okay, is anybody see my screen? Someone said that you can't see my screen.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can see
We
my
can see
screen,
your
right?
screen, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Please, that person should refresh his own browser. Okay. Okay. So now we just achieve the first step of introduce the capital to our business. So after we have introduced capital to our business, so the next thing is you may want to buy some assets for your companies to use. So there is management in the accounting modules that cover all the depreciation, everything that you need. So this is the process. It is follow normal process that you have to buy these assets from the vendor. So that is the app that we are going to use. So there is other approach, but because of time, we only use the standard approach that you bought the assets from the vendors. Because sometimes you are not actually buy the assets. Maybe it is internally constructed assets, or you have it before you just introduce it when you start the business. So for the asset purchase now, this is the scenario that we bought assets. They call it office computers. You can call it computers, and we bought it from our vendors. The cost is 2 million and it's 5 units of that asset. So let's go to the system and practicalize this. So anything has to do with vendors, or let me say purchase, either capital purchase or operation purchase. So anything purchase, it has to come to your vendors. Your vendor is the same thing as your suppliers. So we come to vendors. Then when we come to vendors, you can see we have bills, we have refund, we have payment. If you want to make payments, we have products and we have vendors. So the vendors is when you can manage the list of your vendors. But everything, if it is for the first time, you don't need to go and create your vendor, register your vendor, and come again and post the transaction for the vendors. You can do everything at once. So we go to bills, under bills, we click on bills. So I have clicked on bills, and it is showing that we don't have new bills on grant. So another thing you can see we have bills here and we have payments. The difference between bills and payments, the bill is like invoice. So that means we have not make the payments. So any transaction that we post under bills, so the account will go to payables. But if we click on receipts directly, so the transaction will go, okay, if we click on payments, so it will affect bank accounts because it's outright payments. So let's click on bills. Then there is no bills. And I told you yesterday, this thing is using AI. Assuming that you have bought something in the market and you get your receipt, you can upload your receipt and the system will scan it for you It will generate the data based on what it has scanned. But now we are going to create it. Let's enter it to the system by ourselves. So I will click on new. So you click on new. So I click on new. So the first thing now is to show me that I should select my vendors from which person that I bought. I want to buy the items that I want to buy. So when I search, you can see now it will show me the list of partners. Ahmed Sadiq is the owner of the company. JPS Consultant is the name of the company. I don't have any customers or vendors that have registered on the system. This is the new company. So I will click on search more. I will click on search more. So this is the list that I have. So that means I don't have the partners. I don't have the vendors that I want to use here. Then I will click on new. I want to create new vendors. I'm doing this because this is the first time. Assuming that this is my vendor, I will just select it and continue with my invoice or bill creation. So I click on new. So it will tell me if it is the person that is individual or company. So I click on company, and this thing, the system I have said that it's cloud based. So everything, if you are dealing with a registered company all over the world, if you just type it, it will bring their data for you. So based on our training guide, this is the company. I don't even know, it's just a sample data, but can anyone just call, maybe you have a personal company that you want us to use, or any name of the company? Can anyone give us a name?
TOK Store Enterprises.
You said
TOK
Global
Store Enterprises.
global impact.
please, the first person, let me take home, but I can't hear clearly.
TOK
Can you come
Store.
again?
Talk Store.
I hear
TOK
store.
Store Enterprises. Talks. The first
T
one is TOK. OK. T for
T O
Togo.
K
O for Ontario. Yes. Talks Store Enterprises.
store
Yes. Enterprises.
enterprises.
Yes,
Like
sir.
this, you can see
Yes, sir.
now you are from in Ikorodu, right?
Yes, sir. Wow.
You can see that it shows us the data and everything. Your business registration. If you have website, it will show it. It will show it.
Okay.
If you have a logo, everything will come. So it is
Wow.
very simple. Once you just know the name of the company, it will very simple to register your customer or your suppliers. So it will bring all the data when you just anywhere in the world. And now under you can see contact. If you want to, because the system is ERP, is doing more than accounting. We are just using it for accounting modules. Maybe you want to call, you can make call directly from the system. You can hide the contact person, his phone number, his name. But because of time, we're not going to do that. So the sales persons, this sales person means that, like in a bank that they used to have account manager, in my company, I can appoint a sales person. That is the person that will be like serve as a sales manager to this company. So if anything from this company, any communication, any inquiry, so it is this person that will be handling it. So I don't have any sales person. This is me, the owner. So he asked me to invite my teammates. So I don't want to do that. You can set your payment time. So I want immediate payment, maybe like 15 days, so that it will be tracking, it will be sending the mail. So fiscal position, company ID. So there are many things, but it is not necessary to do that. So this is my account. So for account receivable, this is the account that we have already said. You don't need to touch this. The system have already set it in the right way for you. Then I'm going to click, okay. The email address is not there. Assuming that the email address is online, it will automatically give us the email address. Can you give us your email address?
TOK store 19. Hello, sir.
Okay,
TOK
19
store 19 at gmail.com.
at gmail.com. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you can see now for e-invoicing and mail, I can send it by mail, e-invoicing format. This is the format that we are also using in Nigeria. This XML format, but in the system currently, because for e-invoicing in Nigeria it just started this year. So some of the company, maybe by the next year or before the end of this year, you will see Nigeria in the list. We just select it. So for if your company is qualified for e-invoicing, it's very simple with this app, and also you can also customize it now, but it's going to require the developer to work on your ERP before they can set it for you. So I will save. I have saved my customer, my bill date. I will also set it to January 6. That is today's date. So we have accounting dates and bill dates, because it's may possible for any of us that is familiar with SAP. So this thing is a familiar cases that the day that you send the bill or you receive the bill, it is not the same day that you are going to post it on your account, due to some procurement or other department has to verify what you receive, everything. So now let's go to main details. The line item, our label, what we want to buy, office computers. You can call it anything. This is just a practice. So I label it office computer, and which account. It is not expenses account. So automatically, because it's so many, it's a vendors. But now we are buying assets. So this is what he has suggested for me. So I'm going to search more. Then I'm going to look for my fixed assets. So you can see my fixed assets. If you don't have fixed assets, under your fixed assets too, you may have sub accounts, you may have computer and equipment based on how you set your chart of accounts. And if you don't have it, you can quickly create it where you are creating your bills. So the system is designed that anything that you're supposed to do and you have not done, when you are doing another transaction, there won't be need for you to go back and do that before you come back. At a time, the system has been designed that you will be able to do everything that you need to do to post that transaction. So I click more on my fixed assets. It has changed. Now my quantity is 5, right? 5 quantity. So they say 2 million. 2 million. That means each unit will be around 400,000. Yes, 400,000 per unit. We have 2 million. And now, based on the new law, you can claim your input parts on the asset that you purchase. So if there is PAT associated to this, let's register it. So under the tax here, you will come under the tax here. You can see this is the tax. This is the drop down arrow for the tax. So our tax has already been set, PAT, based on the uh, local fiscalization that we have done yesterday, that is Nigerian. You can see all the necessary tax that we need. I select it. My tax is 7.5. You can see now it has included VAT 7.5 on my total. And you can see the total now. So I call it a bill. I can call it a receipt, as mean that I'm paid outrightly. So let me confirm. So you can see my bill has been created. I can pay for it now. So and I can print my bill out. I can decide to print it. So you can see this is your receipts, and you can customize it. We don't have time. That is why I say this is just like to give you head starts. So if you have interest, you will develop yourself further. You can see the difference. And this logo, you can change it. If you remember yesterday, I'm the one that put Odu logo as my logo. You will put your company logo, you will customize everything. So this is the different customization. You can see some beautiful view of the receipts any way you want it to look. I think I like this one. So you can change the text, you can change the background, everything, the footer. Let me click on continue. And you can see it has downloaded the receipt for me. You can see the receipt, my vendors that I purchased. So this is also useful when you are purchasing something, or your customer buy things from you. You can, if you are using this system, you will generate your receipt. As far as even you are entering the transaction, you can come and generate your receipt at any time, and you will be keeping it as your evidence. That is part of your documentation. So you can see it give me option to send the message to my clients. Let me copy this. This is the detail of transaction that I sent. So this message that I have sent now, he's going to receive it on his mail. So this is very, very good, and everything here is free. I can decide to make the payment now, but I don't want to make the payment. Let me see my reporting. Let me see if I have payable now. Yes. You can see my payable now. 2,150 2,150,000, which is from cost. If I expand it, my payable, which is what cost of the assets and the VAT. And also you can see I have current assets, tax paid, based on the new rules now, new Nigerian law, because we do this one tomorrow. So my input part is recoverable. So it is an asset to me. So now that is the first stage. We have bought the assets from our supplier. So this is what we just done. So now we need to convert those assets. We need to post it to our assets. We need to set it to show that this is assets. Set the depreciation. So how are we going to do that? How are we going to do that? Let me go back. Let me go to my dashboard. So I need to be very fast now. We are taking this time to. So I hope all of us we have filled the attendance form. Have we filled the attendance form?
No, I've not filled the attendance form. Is it drop on the
I
WhatsApp?
haven't filled, sir.
I have. Thank you.
Is it drop on the
I
WhatsApp
haven't
page?
filled.
Yes, WhatsApp page.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, it is on WhatsApp page. Please, it will just take less than a minute. Let's do it. So now we want to convert our assets. We want to confirm those purchases, those items that we have purchased from our suppliers to assets. Now we are going to do that. This is my dashboard. My dashboard does not show. Okay. So this is my dashboard. My bank is trying to load. Okay. I'm not doing that now. What we want to do, we want to create our assets. So we'll go under accounting. So under accounting, then come to assets. From accounting tab, come to assets. Then click on assets. So you can see here, we don't have any assets. If you have existing assets, so I told you initially that there are many ways to record your assets. You can generate the template and fill your assets and upload it. So, but we are not doing that. So let's go to create new assets. New. Let's click on new. So I click on new. So it's telling me to the name of the asset. So what we are going to do, come to bill. You can see under that assets name, you see assets, which is where we are. You see bills. So you will click on bills because we want to record the asset that we have purchased. You purchase it through the system. You click on bills. So I click on bills. So I click on bills. Our asset that we have purchased supposed to show here. If not, if I create another one, it is going to show me another expenses. Let me check my bills. Let me check my bills. Yes, I have these bills. I have these bills. Let me go back to my assets. Create a new asset. Then bills. So I'm expecting my bills to show here. Okay, yes. I have not clicked on the hard lines to my bills. Yes. So you can see this is the bills. It has separated them, the VAT and the fixed assets. So before the year 2026, if you pay any tax, maybe import duties or VAT on the fixed asset, it is not recoverable. You are going to add the both as cost of your asset, but I'm only adding the cost of the asset because my input part is recoverable. So I will select. So I have add the Bs. Then this Bs is telling us the cost of the asset, right? So I'm coming back to my assets tab. So you can see that it has automatically created now. So the assets has automatically created, and everything that you need to set, acquisition dates, yes, it is showing. My assets models, so which model that I want to use. So you don't need it unless maybe you have a group of different assets. So maybe you are using, one is revaluation models, one is cost models, then you can separate them. But the system assumes that we are using cost model. Or if you are having different type of assets, many assets with different model, then you can create it, you can separate them. But here we don't need it. And the asset group, we are not also going to touch anything. Our depreciation method is a straight line, and we are going to depreciate it for 5 years. Although in the question they say 3 years, 36 months. Let's leave it 5 months, or we can leave it 3 months. Any month that you desire. This is just for the training. So it's a straight like constants. So now, not depreciable amounts. I believe uh, based on the CAMA law or the IFRS that mandate us, is it 10 naira or 100 naira? That's if we have not disposed the asset and it has depreciated finished. So we should leave it on the book. So let's use 100 naira here as our non-depreciable amounts. So you can see now book value include it has changed based on the amount that we have entered. Now, depreciation accounts. Yes, is fixed asset expenses accounts. So that will be the when we are charting the depreciation to our profit and loss accounts. So which accounts? So I'm going to expenses is general term. I'm not going to use expenses. Let me search for more. Do we have depreciation account in our chart of accounts? This is all the expenses accounts. You can see that we have created. This is all the expenses account. So we don't have it. So there I will click on new. So account name, depreciation. Account code, expenses start from 60001. And account type, automatically it will show me that it's a depreciation. Or I can say depreciation in case you are having many assets. Depreciation office computer. So I may have separate account for other category of assets that will also be created. So tax, all this one you don't need it. It is not tax related. Description, if you like to write some description of the accounts, there is no need. I save. I think to create any account now shouldn't be a problem for us. So everything I set, then I confirm. So in my asset as save. So if I want to create another new asset, I can create new. So let me go back to my dashboard, or let's check it from reporting. Let's check it from the reporting. Yes, you can see my fixed assets that we have just created. And from the reporting to, if you click on the item, it will take you can see the general ledger of any line item, maybe from your profit or loss or trial balance. So any line item, you can click on it and it will show you. So you can see this is the journal. So let me go back to my dashboard, and from the dashboard for the bank, you can connect your bank accounts directly to this system. Everything is online. I don't think we covered that, but I can also show you something here. You can connect your bank account. When you connect your bank account, it has two advantages. The first advantage is you can send the payment directly from your system here to anybody. It will record it on your system. If you want to print receipt out, you can print it. And also, if you are sending money, maybe through your mobile app or any other means outside of the system, so the system will automatically have the history of your banking transaction. And if you want to do the reconciliation, it will be very easy for you. So for the Nigerian, I think First Bank and GT Bank, you can connect them directly. They already have the API in the system. But other banks, you need to connect them manually. So I can search for the bank and cards. So I don't have any, let me say add new. So if I want to add new, assuming that I want to connect them, my bank accounts, my bank name, and the Swift code, then I will connect. But let me search for the institution that is already on the system. Let me search for the GT Bank. GT Bank. No, because I've said add bank, I'm not adding. I want to search. Let me click again. Okay, let me write it in full. Guarantee. Trust Bank. No. Don't know, maybe my network. Think my network. As I'm typing, it's supposed to be showing me. So my network is showing. It's supposed to be showing me. Okay, let me just leave it. So this one, internal transfer, based on the first thing that we have done here, you can pass journal, credit your bank, debit cash through the journal if there is internal transfer. So another thing here, I think that we should do is remain customer and vendors. So because of time, I think I'm going to do customers. Then we are spending, I think we are spending an hour now. After this customer, we will ask questions. Then tomorrow, we will continue with customer suppliers or vendors invoice. Then with other things that we're going to be doing tomorrow. But let's quickly do the customers. So we want to buy something from our customers. No customer invoice, sorry. We are selling. This is sales. So this thing is not showing, or you can try at your own hand. You can search. You can add if you are using GT Bank and I think First Bank, you can connect them directly.
Sir, let's try First
Maybe
Bank if it's going to pop up.
okay.
All right, sir.
No, it is there. It is my network. If anyone can do it from your own end, you are going to see it. The network is just slow. It will show. And now, when I have a good network, I can just do a short clip to explain this and send it to the group so that you can see.
Okay, sir.
So what we want to do, our customer invoice. So we want to create new invoice. We don't have our customer already. Talk Store is our supplier. Let's create new customer. Yes, who is going to give us the other person that want to give us his own company the other time. We can use it as our customer now. Are you still with us, or any other person can give us any name of the company?
Let's try Radio Reporter NG.
You
Or have
said
it again. Radio Reporter NG.
radio
Reporter NG.
reporter
NG.
ng, like this. Did I type it correctly? Are you there? I see radio station and all this one that I'm seeing, they are not even Nigerian company. Can any other person give us a name?
Top Chris.
Top
Top Chris. CHRIS.
C
CH,
H
yeah.
R
RIS.
L.
S.
Okay, Top Chris.
Integrated Services.
Integrated services like this.
Yes, sir. That top crease is together. Yeah.
Okay. Top gate integrated services. Ikeja. Okay. So we have your data, and just like the email is not there, so we are going to need your email because so that
Yeah.
the system can be able to send the invoice.
Okay. Top crease integrated services at gmail.com.
Okay. So the salesperson, payment method, payment terms. If you don't set it, you can set it during the payment method. I will use manual bank payments because we have not connected payment term. So let's say immediately. Okay, this is for the purchase. If I purchase from you, then accounts, I can save. So I have the invoice date is today's date. Payment time, I have already set it from when I'm setting the client, and I can set it here as well. So what are we buy from this, from top Chris? Business processing consulting. Or what can we buy from you?
Electronics, gadgets.
Okay, let's say electronic gadgets, or let's say iSense TV.
Okay.
Okay, no, I'm even you. We are mix it up. We are not buying from you. You are not our supplier. This one is customers. You are buying from
Customer.
us. Yes, this
Okay.
is
Yeah.
customer invoice. Okay, let's say business consulting or tax service. Business consulting. Hmm. And then business consulting is not a product. If I have other, well, let me just leave it. So the price, 3 million naira. Can you pay 3 million naira? Let me leave it 500,000.
Yes, I
Five
can.
hundred thousand. And this is subject to this is subject to VAT,
Mm.
7%. Is it also subject to withholding? No. Okay, we have the one that's subject to withholding. We do it tomorrow because you know some transaction we withhold while we are charging you VAT if it is contract fee. So you are going to see it how the system is going to calculate it and what you are going to pay. So now this is what is due. Then I can confirm this invoice. Then you can see now the invoice has been created. He has asking me to send. If I send now by mail, yes, by mail, not by post, I have sent it. So if you check your mail, you should have received our invoice by now. And everything, the process how you're going to make the payment, this is the invoice you can see. And you will see you in your mail directly. You can also print it. So we have created our customer invoice, and any invoice, that is how you are going to create it. And if maybe you are a busy person, you are receiving your money through the bank statement, and you want to do everything in batch. Everything that we are doing here, you can use your journal, especially if you are an accountant. What you need is to know the which account to debit, which one to credit. The same way that you used to do your normal manual journal, you will enter and post everything at once. So we'll be stopping here tonight. So tonight we are able to do some transaction related to the uh, owner security, capital assets, and some transaction related to our suppliers and customers in Odoo.
You said you are going to
So I
do
will
vendor
leave.
tomorrow too.
Yes, because of time, is part of what we're supposed to do today. This is the vendors. After
Okay.
this, we have, okay, we still have even another, but you can use this one now as practice for customer receipts. It's the same thing. Okay, this one, the one that we just post now. Everything it will. Let me show you on the system. Let me show you our profit or loss. This is our profit or loss. This is just our revenue that we just collect from top crease now, but it's invoiced. If we check our balance sheet, it will show it as receivable, not in bank. This is the 10 million. You can see the receivable, include the VAT part. So the VAT part, because we are going to remit it, it also shows us as current liability, while the main amount 500,000 show as income. So what we have, this is our customer. Let me go to payments. So I can select the customers. Top crease. So which amount that I receive. But sometime if I receive the payments, it may see it maybe as advance payments. We can also do it from our bills. So this is the bill. So if I double click on my bill and I say pay. So bank, then I say create payments. You can show now it has shown that in payments. So that means this person has paid this invoice. So if I create the payment directly, it may create advance, uh, maybe the customer deposits. It may not match it to the invoice. And I forget, before I make this payment, you can do part payments. You may not pay everything at once. You may spill your invoice. You may spill it. So this is where we are today. Then tomorrow, invoice with withholding tax. We have not done anything with withholding tax today. We do VAT. So some invoice with VAT and withholding tax. By God grace, tomorrow we will do it and also do some reporting. We have been seeing our reporting, our report now. That is what we will do finally tomorrow. And I think I'm going to 39 person as response. Okay. So I'm not accepting. 39 people have marked attendance tonight. Is enough. So this is where we are going to stop, and you can ask your question. I will take like two questions. So let me. Okay, 4 person. The first person, Mrs. Ogedi. You will pronounce this your name for me so that I will know how am I going to pronounce it. So you can ask your questions.
Hello, sir. Good evening. Thank you so much for today's class. You got it right, Mrs. Ojudu. For this order, can you track inventory? Then secondly, after you made that payment, it showed in payment. So on the right hand side, I saw not paid, then slash in payment. Does it mean that the bank is connected to it, that till you confirm payment before it will now write paid? Thank you, sir.
Yes. So if you have your bank, so I say I'm going to do that clip how you can integrate your bank. So your bank will automatically confirmed if you have made the payment. And this one now, what you see here is showing you the logs from not paid. What this thing is, from not paid to in payments. So that is the payment status. So that is what it means. So it's showing you can see from, for example, from this, when we want to create this bill from draft to posted. So it's monitor the step that we have taken. So before it is not paid, but now it's in payments. And you can see here, you can see it's showing us that there is one payment here. So now the only thing that I have to do, because I'm not using the bank is not connect and it's a manual payment, and we have confirmed, you can see that this is the process. Here now I can validate it. So this validates means that I have checked my maybe bank statement or bank app. I have received the alerts. Then I will validate it. And even if you are not validate it, so when you want to do your reconciliation, so it will show you to confirm everything and you will confirm it. So I can validate it. And it's showing paid now. And you can see now from in process to paid. I think that is what you want to confirm. Do I answer your questions?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Then the second question was on inventory. Does it track inventory?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, it's track inventories, but the only shortcoming is for you to have a full-fledged of how you are going to be monitoring your inventory. Here too, you can create your products. Just that we are not cover it. But if your inventory is not that much, you can also use it. But if you have a complex inventory, like you have a raw material that is consumable, we are using it during the production, and you are having your semi-finished good, you have your finished goods, you have some inventory in units, you have some inventory in packs. So that is full inventory skills, and you need inventory modules. Everything is in Odoo. Everything, all the modules. We saw the modules yesterday. So everything is here. But the thing is, you will not use accounting and inventory for free forever. So if you are going to integrate the inventory modules for you to be monitor, maybe you have your inventory officer for you to be monitor everything in inventories. So that means you have to subscribe to the inventory modules, as well. So you can let me search for the inventory. Inventory module. You can see our inventory. This is module for inventory. If you have this, so it's telling me now that I can only test it for 15 days. So that means I will not be enjoying my Infinity free ERP again. But if you want to implement it for your business, yes, the cost is even like efficient and cheaper compared to the other system. You can integrate it and paid for it, and you'll be using the full scale of the system. Okay. Mrs. Temitope,
Okay,
you
thank you,
can
sir.
answer
Good
your
evening, sir. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for the class,
good
sir.
evening.
You're doing a good job. God bless you. Please, I would like to
Amen.
ask this audio. Can someone prepare a bill on it, or is it just only for inventory? Because where I work, when a customer
Yes.
purchases an item, before delivery could
Yes.
be made, we can prepare and is it advisable for an individual that want to use it for his or her small scale business? Is it advisable to integrate one's account, like bank account, to it? Is it safe? I'm talking in terms of security wise. Is it safe for someone to do that?
Yes. Let me start from the last question. It is very safe.
Yes,
This
sir.
thing, they are using your bank API, like the same thing that if you want to make payment online, maybe you want to pay Remitter, that you input your bank, your ATM card details, call you transfer online. So it's API. So everything is like, and their security too is military grade, the same thing that they are using in the bank. So it is safe, just like your online banking that is integrated to the system. So it is safe, you don't have the problem with that. And on
Okay, sir.
you
Thank you, sir.
creating the
That's
web
all my
bill,
question.
we have
Yes.
logistics modules. If it is only
Okay.
your need, because this thing you can use any single app or the two that they are working together for free, infinity. If that is what you need, so there is warehouse management. Even you see, this is DHL Express shipping, Enfia shipping, FedEx shipping with the API, UPS, any logistics. You will be if you use all this one, all your way bill, everything tracking the location of your good at a particular times.
Okay.
Yes, although for me personally, I have not go deep, maybe in using all these modules. Because my focus is on anything accounting, inventories. Yes, but everything you can use it on the system. Logistics, anything that business can do, you can see help desk, e-learning. So logistics, maritime, you can see many logistics modules here that you can integrate, and you will monitor everything that you want to monitor: products, lifecycle management, quality check, maintenance. So there is nothing that you cannot do with this. So they have for HR, for anything. So it is possible to integrate. So
Okay, sir.
we
Thank you,
have
sir.
Mr. Emmanuel. Okay, thank you. Mr. Emmanuel,
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
good
So thank
evening.
you so much for the lesson tonight. Please, I just my own is a plea. Network actually disturbed me, so some session I was not able to meet them up. I don't know if you will help us with the recording of this thing lesson, so that we can actually settle down and digest these things properly. Then other modules and other things we need to add, then we can be able to develop this thing on our own.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel. Even from your conversation, it is showing that maybe the network at your own side is even more worse than mine. Yes, you can see that everything is being recorded, so it will be made available. So as far as I'm done with the processing tomorrow, before our next class, so the same way I posted the one we did yesterday today, so this one too will be also make available by God grace. Thank you. So in the absence of
Thank you, sir.
no any questions, so let's call it a class today. Um, till we meet tomorrow. So I wish all of us well. Have a good rest. And
And you too, sir.
as
Thank you, sir.
I
And
Thank
you
used
you,
too,
to
sir.
sir. Good.
say, as
Thank you.
So much, sir. Thank you.
all right, thank you.